Hi all, welcome back to more D-Day at Peleliu. This is my take 3 part 27. Right, I've been away for a while from this, uh, over a couple of weeks I think. Just kind of put on hold as I was going away from a little holiday there. Also, I'd got Space Corp started up and it was a bit more enjoyable fun. And I'm not saying I don't enjoy this game. I very much do, but it can be a bit miserable to you. So I think that's why I just stuck with the Space Corp and I played through, finished that. I do fully intend to finish this as is what I'm doing now. So I went back and looked at the last bit of the video, just the last few seconds, just to see where I was at, and it didn't really help me. I think I would need to watch more of it again. However, I thought I checked to see if there was any comments made on this part, on part 26, and I've got a comment in the header saying that I might like to revise some of the finishing moves that I'd made here. I've no idea what they were. So I can't think what that is, and I've not taken note of anything. I've not. I'm just looking to see. Was it something to do with? I think it was something to do with this regarding the HQ. No, that's going to be. That's really annoying. I thought I was going to. It's quite late at night, just the end of my shift, and I thought, what will I do? And I thought I might as well get this going again. Thought it was just a case of getting these units landed, maybe do a Japanese fire phase. But then I've just noticed that, no, could it? I've left just 3 steps in here, and it looks like these are going to get attacked again. I think it might have been. I think I've put this unit in here. This is starting to sort of ring bells, and I don't need that. I'd be better with a stronger unit in here, but I don't know where this came from. Was it anything to do with anything up here, maybe? No, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it was down here. I'm pretty sure that feels... but I can't remember exactly what. I know I sent this guy on his way away from the HQ knowing that we're going to hopefully move him into range. Yeah, in fact, no, has he not moved into range of this? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it has. It's moved into command range of this. And then the idea is to move it up towards this, but maybe keep it... Well, I can't get quite up to his range, but I can keep it within range of that so that I've still got the use of it. Yeah, could it also have been something to do with land and the artillery, maybe? No, I think I made a change to this to make sure that this was going to be in a better position for to catch this guy. I think initially did I not have this in here or something? Then realised, wait, now that's silly, Grant. Let's at least give this guy moving into command. And in fact, these two will move into command range as well, won't they? Yeah. So it'll just be the likes. Yeah, I mean, you probably could have planned that better and had the HQ in here so that he could have moved in and been in command as well. But, or could that have been it? Maybe. This guy's kind of doomed, I think. Unfortunately, it was this guy that took the hit rather than that, which would have been probably better. I think we should just give up on that guy. I think I'm going to have to go and look. I feel like it's the movement of these that was the thing, and I think that's why I put the note there. Because I know this is going to get counter-attacked, and it's only got 3 steps, where at least I could get... Well, mind you, you are only going to get 4 steps, aren't you? Yeah, there's none of them flame shores or anything like that. No. And that we know this Hex isn't going to get a counter-attack there or there. I mean, he can counter-attack either, but I think that this is closer to the beach. That's right, innit? If I look across here, Hex occupied by a US unit, even if not in a position Hex. If more than one, the Hex closest to a US landing beach Hex. So this is definitely going to be the target. It's got to be within 3 as well, so 1, 2, 3, this guy can't reach. And obviously this tank and this could do things as well, but it depends on the letters and the colours that come up. These definitely do the counter-attack thing. So he is going to go for this. And that's what makes me think that I've made not the best job at securing this Hex, I think. Let me have a little look and see if I can make any head or tail of what I'm meaning there. Okay, I'm not sure. Without sitting watching through the whole part again, which might trigger the memories of what I was thinking. This unit couldn't reach here anyway, because he was here. So 1, 2, 3. He moved 1, 2, 3 into there. What I maybe think it was is that was there and these were there, right? And this tank was in there. This got given an action to move to there. So what I think it might have been was what I was saying about the HQ. I moved the HQ back to here to be able to give this in command, but this landing into here, maybe I wanted the HQ into here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move these, because these would have got a free action, just to keep them in command, and then move the HQ 1, 2 into here, so it's still got all this. Yeah. And that's how I'm going to have ended things, like that. So at least now, when he lands it, and remember, there's no new information came up. The last thing we've done was a US action phase. It's just while watching it, but I wish I had took a note of what these things were. It might have just been this, so that, like I say, this can now land in here and be in command. This can land in here and be in command. It's still in command of this, and we move them along to make sure they're in command, and it's in command of that. I don't think we could have done anything about this. I was watching back, and what I wanted to do was switch the one step with the two stepper, but I didn't have the actions to do it. It was meaning needing 2 actions. So this would probably help with that as well. I'm going to do that. I don't think it was anything up here. I'm pretty sure it was down that area. I left this clearly knowing that everything was going to be okay. I think it was, if a purple eye was to come up, we were going to get a bit of bother, but we wanted to get in the blue position there, didn't we? Okay, let's carry on like that. Now, we're just about to start turn 17 it is. Catastrophic loss limit is 33. We have 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, so we're 5 short of that. All the letters in place, a few disrupted units. Yeah, I'm not going to remember everything that's happening. I mean, it's still terrible here for us, and we need purple not to come up on the card. Well, it's not just purple, to be honest. If it's a red R, it's going to redeploy to there. There's lots, even a red A, I think it might move it to there. There's lots of situations where this is going to become occupied by something. No, purple purple M or a purple R is going to reinforce or muster there, and etc. Right, okay. I'm going to just leave it at that. Whether that's what I had intended to change or not, I'm not sure. But right, so we are at the start, but we do have some landings to make first. So yeah, it's been a while. So let's remind ourselves. We draw a card for each box, don't we? Yeah, we draw a card for each box. It's funny how it doesn't take long for things to slip out of my mind. We've got a fresh deck, so we must have reshuffled. Okay, right. So we're gonna check for landing on white 1. This was one that could get into bother. We've got no drift. Yeah, we were wanting drift, weren't we? Yeah, we wanted the drift because it can't drift left. So drift right or left was taken into there. Damn. Oh well. As a triangle, green. Green doesn't fire in there. It's not a triangle, so all good. Well, no, it's not really all good. We wanted a drift result there. Right, this guy here, and white 2. No drift again. It's a diamond, however. It's brown, though. Brown is not firing into there, so all good. Moving along to orange 1, which is a circle, but we're safer territory now. Drift right, if it was a diamond, yeah, it's just that one you're looking at, that. Drift right, it's a blue diamond. No, only drifts if it matches the symbol, doesn't it? Gosh, just shows. Look. See, that's it. I need to. Like, a couple of weeks gone by, and I need to read the rule book again. Yeah, I suppose I'm getting old. I had to check if the colour matches symbol. What about the drift result? If the card has a drift result, 1 US unit with a landing cards, target symbol drifts. Yeah, it needs to have the target symbol to drift, so that's not happening. So okay there. Yeah, in actual fact, we would have needed a circle and a drift result for that to be drifting. Right, that's orange 1, so orange 2. Orange 2, no drift, and it's a brown circle, all good there. And then finally, this is a triangle. Don't really want a drift here. There's a drift right, which it couldn't do, so it would mean it was drifting left. Fortunately, it's a diamond though, not a triangle. So all good there. So no issues there with the landing cards. Now we can land the units. Well, we've already said that the point of putting that in there was to put that into there, that into there. Now hold on. This is it. I'm starting to remember things now. I'm starting to remember it. Damn. I wonder if I can allow myself to go back and fix this. What it is this guy is not going to counterattack this. It's going to counterattack this. That's what I'm remembering now. Because all it says, counterattack action, right? Unless if it can move to an unoccupied position hex with a field of fire and a US landing beach hex, it'll move there. It can't, right? The next priority is a hex occupied by a US unit, even if not a position hex. And remember, it's within 3 hexes. If more than one, the hex closest to a US landing beach hex, then the southernmost. This is in a US landing beach. So it's going to... that was the move, the change I wanted to make, because this can reach this. This was here. I'm going to change this, and I know there is new information now because I've done all the landing. This was in here originally, and we gave it an action to move it in there. And then when I realised later that this was going to be the target of this counter-attack, it's horrible. It's only got 2 steps. My intention was to move this 1, 2, 3. That was the move. That was what I wanted. Now, as for the HQ dropping back, well, maybe I hadn't intended that then, because this can't land in there anyway. So, shall we put that back to what? No, because surely I would have wanted the HQ adjacent to that anyway, Grant. That's fine. I'm just going to leave that. Well, hopefully you don't feel that was a bit naughty, but that is the bit I referenced in my comment. I just couldn't remember what it was. Because it wasn't until I was watching back I thought, this isn't going to be the target of this counter-attack. It's going to be this. That is right, isn't it? A hex occupied by a US unit, even if not a position hex. So I got drawn into the trap of thinking he's going to go here because this is a position hex. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't need to be a position hex. As long as it's within 3, and then if Then if there's more than one, it's going to be the hex that is closest to a US landing beach hex. This is one away from a US landing beach hex. This is in a US landing beach hex. So it's going to go there. And it's easy to miss that because you feel like, how can it go straight through that and into that? Well, there's nothing to say that it can't do that. It doesn't need a path. There's no sort of zones of control stopping things or like that. We've done it before elsewhere. I seem to remember basically jumping over the top of one. Okay, I'm going to allow myself that then. So, I mean, the game's still doomed anyway for me, but whether you feel that was a bit naughty. And I would have clearly been moving the HQ. I could have moved it there, but no, I would have clearly moved that there, and moving these along makes sense as well. So I'm fine. I'm going to leave that like that. Now, it does mean that this has just got 2 steps in it, but I knew this guy was disrupted, and I can make alterations to that now by putting one of these guys in there next turn, because the disruption is going to come off of this guy. But I knew this wasn't going to counter-attack there. I thought it was going to counter-attack there, and then I realised while watching back it's going to counter-attack here, and that's why I wanted to strengthen that hex. Okay, I'm going to go with that. I know it's not the best, but... So this does now mean this can't land in here and in command, so... Right, so it lands in there, right? Yeah. That's going to land in there. We've landed that one where we wanted it. That's part of the reason HQ is down. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4 can be either of the 2 hexes and me in command of this HQ, so I think probably here. What about this infantry HQ? Just sort of wonder if we should keep it over here. Ugh, no. Let's just push it on as well. I'm going to put that in the same bit there. And then this guy, I don't want to put him into the blue, but he's fine. Now, the thing is that we don't really want to sit them in the beach, because any artillery fire, that's going to be the priority target. So it's all very well saying, but you kind of want to be using them to do some barraging if you can as well. That's fine, I'll just put it in there then. Right, okay, I know that was a bit messy and a bit naughty maybe, but yeah, I hope you can see what I was saying. I noticed that after I'd made the move, and I think that's why I left the comment. What I should have done was taken a note of what I was meaning. I suppose I didn't think I was going to be leaving the game for a couple of weeks. I thought it was still going to be in my head. However, it wasn't. Right, there's nothing to land next turn. No more reinforcements for the rest of the game. We move on to the first event phase. So let's do it. First event, turn 17. Here we go. 17, 2 to 23. Intense Japanese fire limits US movement to 1 hex this turn. No, please no. Come on. Really? Really? See, this is why I wanted to play Space Corp. Oh man. You know what's going to really mock me here? This isn't going to become occupied. I'll bet you. Because we can't reach there anyway. I suppose a lot of the areas it's not going to matter, but that one's important. Part of me now hopes that this does get something. That seems a bit silly, but just because it's going to really frustrate me if I can only move 1 hex closer towards that empty hex. Yeah, that's yuck. Right. It's a sort of odd event as well. Right? It's not something we've had. Actually, I think we maybe did have it once. previously, but not good time. I'm just trying to think about other things that we might want to move. Well, I suppose that tank was probably going to be moving on our 3 hexes. Well, not now. It's not. It was just all units, wasn't it? It wasn't just infantry or anything, was it? Intense Japanese fire limits US movement to 1 hex this turn. Ugh. Not nice. Right, let's do Japanese fire. Because that'll surely be nicer than that, won't it? We've got purple with a star. Mind you, we've got... Hang on. We've got red with an R. Right, okay. So, red with an R, purple hitting leaders, green M. Right. Okay. Right, again, I'm going to be trying to work out what we're all doing, how this all works. And now, hold on. Well, we've got the counter-attack stuff to do first, right, as we were preparing for. Now, we look at the beginning, the unit closest to US landing beach. If you go close, then the southernmost southern is that way. So, now this one's just gonna. That's what we've got. 1, 2. We only got 3. I think one got. This tank hit the beach anyway. Yeah, I think there's only the 3. So he's gonna lose his death marker. Which, yeah, I'm just gonna do just now. I'll just tell him just in case. But he's not in that position hex anyway, so it's between these two. This one's 1, 2, 3 away. This one's 1, 2, 3 away as well. This one's the southernmost. Yeah, and we're not looking at funny wee angles of the compass. So this one is the one that's going to go first. So, well, we know what it's going to do. Like I say, that's why I've reinforced this, isn't it? It can't move into a hex that's firing onto the beach. No. And so when whatever move it makes, it's got to be within 3 hexes. So the next one has a hex occupied by a US unit, even if not position hex. More than 1 hex closest to US landing beach hex. Then the southernmost immediately conduct close combat. This is the closest hex it can move to the beach. So that was that way. And right, he's not got depth. Right, he's moving into there. Oh, the other thing was, remember, you've got to keep units side by side. You've got to keep units adjacent, which is fine. Yeah, it wasn't that. It was definitely that. That's what I should have been doing, putting that 7 strength unit into there, because I knew that was going to happen. Well, I knew when I realised. Okay, we're going to have a close combat, aren't we? Now, this does have units adjacent, so we are going to benefit from that. Now the combat's going to be what's on the counter, isn't it? Not what's on the tank. It's a death mark. Well, that's not a death marker. It's a counter attack marker though. That's what colour you use. If in a non-position hex, use the position cover on the CA unit's counter attack marker when checking for hits. Yes, so it's going to be in blue. Right, so let's go up here. Let's move that out of the way. This is what we usually do, isn't it? Yep. Now he's not got depth, remember, because that would have to be that way around. So we must have removed his depth previously, and that's just to state his in counter attack stance. So we have units adjacent. We're going first here. Right, let's go back to close combat and remind ourselves. Right, some cards. So for us, we have 6 steps, but we can only benefit from 4. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't have any flamethrowers. We don't have any heroes. However, the Japanese unit is in counter-attack stance, so we get an extra card, so we get 5. Now, this attack is not, it's in brush, so they won't benefit from that. So they're going to get 1 for the unit. They've not got depth. 1 if they've got a strength of 4. They do not. Sorry, the first one is 1 if they're attacking and not in counter-attack. They are not. 1 if they've got a strength of 4. They do not. 1 for each CC requirement. There is none. And then 1 because they're a tank. They're getting 2 cards. They're getting 2 cards. We're going first as well. Before you start blundering and forgetting. I missed that one about 2 or 3 times, didn't I? So, yeah, and I wished it was written there. Reveal a card from the Japanese pile, and there should be exception here. Well, I feel like that would avoid the mistakes that I made anyway. So yeah, just jumping back. Modifications to close combat. Do not draw an additional Japanese card for Japanese attacking, which we've not done. Draw additional US card, which we have done. Remove disruption. We don't need to. If any units on the hex is adjacent to close combat, the US side reveals the first card each round of close combat. And then if in an opposition hex, you use the position colour on the counter-attack marker. Right, good. We are going first. We're looking for blue. He's not got depth. We need to disrupt him first though. Come on. Yes. Naval Artillery Blast. That's not good because we've got a diamond and a circle here. Right, that happens first. We are going to still hit him. But I tell you what. Well, mind you, it's got to be blue. But a blue triangle here would be awesome. So let's just double check again. Naval Artillery Blast. Draw a card from the draw deck, not the close combat, so it's going to be just drawn from the draw deck here. If the card does not show the colour of the close combat hex, there's no event. That's it, stops. If it shows both the colour and the target symbol for any US unit, remove 1 step from that unit. If more than 1 unit is the same, well, that's not going to be the case. If no US units in the close combat have the target symbol shown in the card, eliminate the depth marker from the Japanese force in the close combat. No depth marker, eliminate the Japanese unit. So, if it's going to be blue on the card, we want it to be a triangle. So here we go. I'd probably rather just not have blue. Right, it's not got blue, and it wasn't a triangle. So no event. That's good, because we're getting the hit here anyway. So now we look at the card. We've got blue on the card. We hit, which disrupts them. And, even better, discards a card. Oh, it wasn't blue. Oh, wish I was discarding this one then. Right, it's over to him. Oh, yes, fire and counter attack. He's not going to count. That's right, isn't it? If this event is drawn from the Japanese pile during Japanese counter attack, treat this card as no hit. Oh, how about that? So he was going to hit us, but because it's a counter attack unit, he doesn't. We've now got 4 cards. We just need a blue. Come on, there's no cards left. Yes, fire and counter attack. I've got him. I was like, there's no blue, and I've got him. If drawn from the US pile during a Japanese counter attack, treat this card as a hit. Oh, oops. Getting all excited. Treat this card as a hit, regardless of the target symbol colours on the card. If the Japanese counter attack is not underway, treat it as no event. That is a hit. He's gone. Excellent. So he's gone. That goes away. That was flawless. That's a tank. Where did they go? And beside the depth. So these cards are discarded. The other cards will be just going back on top of the deck. Yeah, that was good. Well, to be honest, it didn't matter there then. Even if we just had this wee wimpy guy. Is that right? No, because we would have only been drawing 2 cards with that. That was the whole point of it. Mind you, did I not only just use 2 cards there? I did, didn't I? So, there we go. We got away with it either way. But, yeah, I mean... Yeah, I think you can see that what I was realising. And they are disrupted. There's nothing to go back there, so that's fine. That's that. That's done. Okay, good stuff. Right, we've got 1 hour counter-attack unit here. Now he's now got a space here to move to, which is a bit annoying. Because I don't think he can hit. He can't, but he's not within 3 of 8. In fact, yeah, he's going to move there, isn't he? Unoccupied position Hex with a field defiant in the US land base Hex. No, Hex occupied by a US unit. Even if it's not position Hex, it's got to be within 3, remember? No. 3 is an unoccupied position Hex closer to a US landing beach Hex than the counter-attack unit's current Hex. Oh, maybe not. 1, 2, 3. If it goes there, 1, 2, 3. No, he's not getting closer by moving there. So he's not moving. That's right, isn't it? He's 1, 2, 3 away from the US landing beach. This is the only Hex he can... Well, he can move to these, but these are clearly going back the way I thought this might be. But this is 1, 2, 3 away as well, so it's not getting closer. So no, he's not going to move. Okay, good stuff. Yeah, I'll just think with that guy back around. I don't think we need to worry about... What's... Ah, yeah, yes, I was going to say, he's not just a random, just a Hex. No, he's in one of these ones. Remember, these are a bit of a pain for us because they don't have a field of fire. They don't produce a field of fire. We can't barrage them. It's a bit annoying. Ooh, and this is the one that's got a depth of 3, and we don't know what it is. Or do we? 0515. No, you cheat sheet. 0515. Yeah, I'm showing purple CA3. Yeah, we do know what he has. He's a 2 with a CC. This guy. He's not revealed, but he was revealed at some point. I've got a wee note here. See the bottom one there. 2 CC. Now, whether you think that's bad, whether you're booing at that as well, I don't care. This game's hard enough. Okay, that's the counter-attack stuff done. So let's get back to the normal Japanese fire phase. So red R. Right, I think this is the first one to be looking at. I'm just looking across. Yeah, I mean, they're not going to interfere with each other over there. I'll work here. If I see anything that... I think it's maybe when artillery's involved and you've got assault, where you've got artillery firing like miles away and whatever. So this is the first. And I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to refresh my memory with what all these things do. What I see is what I redeploy. He's an occupied position with no US units in its field of fire. That's right. So he's what to redeploy, but he doesn't switch places, does he? No. He needs to be an unoccupied position when 3 hexes. 1, 2, 3. This is only hex that he can move to. As I get closer, he's near us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. So he's not going to do anything. I'm just going to do what I said, move up here. So this is the next, right, looks like he's maybe going to move to here or possibly here. Well, we know this guy's going to go up to here, I think. Right, well, we're meant to do this. This one's closer to me first. So, right, he needs to find his nearest US unit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm not showing you that. I'm looking at this guy way up here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, interestingly. This and this are the 2 closest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So, if there's more than one, Right, if more than one unoccupied position... Well, actually, I'm saying... Yeah, this would be getting closer to this guy. This might be getting closer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, this is not getting closer to this. This is, though, getting closer to this. However, no, he can't reach there. He can reach there regarding this guy. So if he goes here, he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away from him. So these two are possible. I think these are the two possible choices for him, because he's looking at two different units that are the same. So I then want to say it's going to be closest to where he's coming from. I think they're going to be the same, isn't it? If more than one unoccupied position qualifies, place the unit in a qualifying position hex of a different colour. Okay, well, he's moving from red, so one may be purple, one may be blue, that's fine. If more than one or none, yeah, in the position nearest the redeploying position, well, this is going to be 3 away, this is going to be 3 away. Then in the lower number position, that's a 15, that's a 12, so he's going to go there then. And then if after redeploying, they're going to fire if there's anything in their field of fire. I was right, isn't it? Resupply, redeploy, reinforce. Yeah, so he's going to move to here because it's the lowest number position. Blue's not in the card, so I can leave that. That's fine. Okay, I mean, it's more grief down here, but I don't know. Right, and then remember, it's not within 3 anyway. So this guy, right, well, we're pretty sure he's, well, actually, he might move to here. That's going to mock me, eh? Like I said, it's going to mock me and not do anything here. So this is closest nearest his nearest US unit, sorry, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This guy here, right? So this would be 1, 2, 3 away. This would be 1, 2, 3, 4 away. They're both different colours. This, however, is going to be closer to where he came from. So he's going to move to C3. So it is going to mock me. How about that? That's harsh. It really is. Nah, well, okay. So that's red over here. I've got some purple stuff to happen. Come back to it, but anyway. So red, that's red there. Right, well, remember, we've got to come from nearest to us. So this does not have units in its field of fire, no. So that's wanting to redeploy as well. Oh, blue's not on the card, is it? Ooh, that's good. Because we didn't want grief from that, did we? Yeah, something's coming back to me now. And blue's not going to pull. Blue's not on that as well. Look, that's blue as well. How about that? Because I bet these are in intense, aren't they? They are. Purple's on it, but it's not an eye, so nothing's going to happen there. Right, this red position here wants to redeploy as well. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, you've got to go round, so I think he's going to move to the purple position, isn't he? 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. That's his nearest US unit, but I can't count 1, 2, 3 here. I've got to count 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, because from there, he can move into there. From there, he cannot. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure now he would move into there and fire. Hang on a second. Let me come back to that. I was forgetting. This guy redeploys. Blue doesn't quite reach there, though. I mean, it does actually fire out to there. So when you redeploy to there, he would actually been firing into these hexes here, but we're just out of range. Right, so this time he's going to redeploy to there, and I'm going to tilt him because, I mean, he will fire from there, but purple goes into here, but not into here. No. And I'm tilting him because purple's on the card. I don't want to give him another action. Well, actually, it's just fire action anyway, so it doesn't matter. But I don't want to be looking at him again anyway. Right, and then next in line, this is red. So again, he wants to redeploy. He's nowhere to go though. There's no space for him to go anywhere. No. Right, and then finally this guy. He's no use units field fire. Oh, are you serious, Grant? Why is this? What? Well, it's not unoccupied, but why is that like that? Why have I left that empty with him there? If he assaulted... If that was a red A on that card... Oh no, did I not work out he would go here? Maybe that's what I've done. I must have worked out that he would go here before there. I must know what I'm doing. If a Japanese units in its field of fire, well, it wouldn't. I'm looking at this alt action here. If a Japanese occupied position has no US units field of fire, move the Japanese unit depth marker to position hex no more than 3 hexes away from its current position and closer to the nearest US unit. Ah, okay. So it wouldn't move to the garrison. Man, this is not classed as a US unit, surely. Yeah, so that's why we knew it was going to assault here. If it was going to assault at all. But it can't redeploy to there because that's not empty, is it? It's not unoccupied. No, it's not, Grant. That's the whole point of garrisons being there. So that can't do nothing. Hope I've got that right. Got a few doubts there. I know, I'm sure that's right. I'm sure that's right. Right, okay, so that's done. Well, that's red done. And now there was no empty red within 3. Remember, this got vacated. This is not... Well, actually, this is not an empty red within 3. I don't think you can class that as... because it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Surely, I mean, it must be. Right, there's no empty red. Right, over to purple. Purple just firing at, well, normal fire. Now, hold on, we've got a purple tank here. So, hang on a second. We've got this situation again where we've got the purple tank in this hex and the infantry in this hex. And this is, I think this is a bit that when Martin talked about the compass being, so this would go before this. Well, what's the tank's going to just do the default fire or advance. We've got this in intense purple. Well, see, I think this is kind of important because what's in the card? A diamond. See, this guy here is a diamond and he's in the tank's field of fire. However, this is an intense field of fire. Being this is not a death marker. This doesn't get an extra hit. I'm not sure. Work this one out, I think. It feels like this should be hitting this, and the tank should be hitting that. It doesn't fire into these 2 hexes, so it's just into here. See, though, but the problem here is the tank goes first, and he's got to fire at intense. I'm not sure. I'm not sure this guy is getting hit. No, I don't think he is. Well, both of these have this an intense field of fire. And they can't both hit. So surely, because this can hit this, but I'm not sure the rules cater for that. I think we've been here before, haven't we? Ugh. I mean, there are two separate units that have got to do two different things. Because this is a tank, it is going to do, well, it's going to fire if US units are in its field of fire. It may hit armour. And it may hit a leader. If it stars on the card, well, it is. But, I mean, the priority of its fire is intense field of fire first, so it's going to fire and hit that. Then we're going to look at this guy and he's got nothing to hit. But if I do it the other way about, and we fire with this guy first, he hits this, then this tank can hit this. But I think when it talks about hitting as many units as he possibly can, or maybe it does, maybe I'm trying to dodge one here. Instead of also limitations, right, it's not that. Yeah, no, it is that. You must attempt to hit the most US units possible when assigning hits from multiple positions. I think this is different. I don't think this is... It's as if, if you had 2 hits to deal out from him and only 1 from him, and he could... Yeah, it's to do with that, isn't it? I'm gonna just take this. I think I'm taking this. So he's gonna get hit, right, and disrupted because the tank's unrevealed. Remember, the tank does his fire first, and then this has got nothing. This could only hit this as well. It does sort of feel wrong. I was gonna say I could just maybe stop the video here. We're at 48 minutes, and to be honest, I'm no more video footage to walk back on. I could watch this maybe tonight and just chuck it out there, and maybe somebody can tell me what to think, rather than go and ask. I feel like I've been here before with this. If it was both infantry units though, nah, I'm gonna have to think on this. I think I'm gonna have to. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this back just now. I wasn't sure I was gonna get a full part in here, but it looked like I was gonna get that happening. But now because of that, can we finish the rest of the fire phase maybe? What else is on the card? Green. It's a green M. Let's see if I can finish the rest of this and we'll come back to this. Let's just put some... Yeah, a couple of cubes on there. We've not done the Japanese fire with them. So is there more purple then first? This is just fire. Just fire, and it's need things in its field of fire. So no red. That's moved, remember. So no. So there's no more purple, right? So it's green. A green M on the card. We've got green here. So we'd want to fire with machine guns. If it's got US units field of fire, it's no US units field of fire. So it's going to mortar fire on it. 1, 2, 3, 4. The only thing it can hit is that as well. Is that right? And it needs a symbol. Does it need the symbol? Well, it's a diamond that's on the card. But thing is, this guy's definitely getting hit and disrupted from one of them. So, I don't even need to be looking at mortar fire. Now that position has got depth. Is it the mortar that fires twice if it's got depth? Or does he not? Or is it artillery? No, it's mortar. Yeah. Yeah. We'll hit up to 2 units. But it needs to be within 4, doesn't it? Unless it's a mountaintop position, it's not. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it can only hit this. And this is getting hit anyway. So let's forget about that. This one is not a mountaintop position either. There's no units within 4. This one is not a mountaintop position either. Yeah, I'd say it wouldn't have hit this guy anyway because it's not got the symbol. Does it need the symbol? With the target symbol. Yeah. But like I said, he's getting hit anyway. Right, these aren't doing anything. Is there any other green? There's this one, unfortunately that's not within 4 either. And that's what I would be doing. Yes. And there's no empty green within 3 that they could muster in. No. Look at this. And just look at that event up there. How about that, eh? What's the odds of that? Like, you know, I thought something's going to be here anyway. It's not going to matter. Criminal. Right, I'm going to leave that guy tilted, actually. Just in case I come back, because I'm going to leave this card. I think that's the fire phase over. We just need to know about this. I suppose I might just watch this back, and if I don't get the chance to get another shot tomorrow, I mean, I'm off the next couple of days, so I might be able to get a chance to come back here, so I'll probably want to move on right away. But if I get the chance to upload this, let me know your thoughts, guys, on what should happen here. If it should just be this hit and disrupted, or if we should be hitting this as well. This would eliminate that. I'm not sure. I can't. I think it's slightly different from what we're looking at in the rules there regarding you've got to dish out as many hits as you can, but I might be wrong. It might be that I've been away for long enough to just wash it from my memory. So I'll leave the fire card there. I'll leave it showing at the Japanese fire phase. We will be moving on to the second event after that as well. It might be that I chuck the question out there on BGG or go and look a bit more. I just feel like this has come up before. Or it might be that I'm just being silly here, and yes, this definitely hits this and this, and there's no real debate. Okay, well, I guess I got a full part in there, but just a few queries regarding things there. Okay, I'll maybe be back tomorrow, or but I'll be back with this. I've got some other ideas for messing about with some other games though as well on the other table. But I will get this finished for sure. Okay, I'll be back later. Cheers.